See if you hear these bums from a distance say gang stalking. If you even hear any sounds that got the phonics of the words gang stalking, it's them saying it from a distance. Okay, now to prove to you, because I got stuff to do today, if any person that's ever watching this video has got a sound equalizer that's got the capabilities to filter out background noise and to pick up sound from a distance, okay, you will be able to hear. They did say gang stalking, okay, because let me tell you something right now. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you what's on this audio file right here. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see, where's it at? Okay, hold on. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want my viewers to be able to see that what I'm telling you is the truth. Hold on one second. Okay. Now, what I'm doing right now... Alright, now I want you to listen to this, my statements at the beginning of this audio file, and then I want you to listen to what's being said. One of the individuals that is on this audio file that's harassing me and threatening me, while it's occurring, they're saying gang stalk together, then one says gang stalking, then the other one says gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. One of these two individuals is directly connected to this location I'm at right now, which prompted me to say, let's see if you hear gang stalking. Then I opened up the tent flap and pointed the video camera towards that area, which you just saw me do. Okay, and basically what they are is some homeless skanks or individuals. Well, let me just put it this way: they're homeless idiots that are being used because they're cheaply bought off to harass a gang stalking target. And one of the ways that they do this is by yelling gang stalking from a distance. That's done to remind you that you're a victim of this crime, okay? And it's done to also intimidate you about it, to just remind you about it in order to harass you concerning it. I didn't develop their methods, I'm only exposing them. Now, you're literally about ready to hear why I started this video file and said, let's see if you hear gang stalking, then opened up the tent flap and put the video camera outside of the tent, and then said, look, even if you hear a sound of the word gang stalking, it's being said because they're from a distance. Now, to prove to you that this is happening to me, listen to this. Listen to everything I state, and then listen to the event transpire. One of the individuals who's saying gang stalk, then both of them say gang stalk. No, wait, they both say gang stalk. Then one says gang stalking. Then that same one says gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. One of these two individuals is directly connected to the assholes that are 100 feet away. Just listen.
Following took place on Thanksgiving Day. One of the individuals involved in this event is directly connected to GILL ×2, I'm a woman, not a man, HA location. And this individual has been used on at least anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions concerning overt and at times direct harassment. Do you hear these guys say gang stalk together? One says gang stalking in the background, And then the other one says, gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up.
Gang is stalking, I'll F you up. That occurred on Thanksgiving Day 2013, right up the street from UCSD, on a sidewalk. As I was riding my bike, and then I had to get off the bike because of these two jerks, minding my own business. That's why I said, hey, it's the criminal bums, because one of them has harassed me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions. That same one and his little freaked out friends, they are the ones that have set themselves up about 100 feet away who yell gang stalking at night. You want to know another thing that they do? They argue very loud from a distance as I'm trying to peacefully listen to my radio program at night at a low volume, which causes me to even have to turn the radio up a little bit in order to be able to enjoy my radio program. Okay? Because basically in gang stalking, they want you to be aware that what's happening to you every day is because of gang stalking. They also try to steal your mental peace. Why do you think they're getting around me everywhere I go and saying gang stalking? And let me help you understand the tracking and stalking audacity of these criminal whores. Right now, this is one of my cell phones. I have two cell phones, same exact identical model and make. Okay, and this is the video camera on my cell phone. Okay, and I'm going to the camera album right now, which shows you an album of all the video files I have on this phone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll to the point to where there's a video file of me being gang stalked on a Yucca Valley bus. Yucca Valley is 167 miles away from La Jolla, California, where I live at. I went out there for 1 week between December 6th and December 13th, 2012. And I'm going to do you see how that middle video file is highlighted in the red? That's because that's the one that's selected. That's the name of it right there, Yucca Valley Gang Stalking. Now this is the options feature over here in the left corner that you see, options. Now, that means that you can press the options button in relation to the selected video that is selected. Oop, hang on a second. See how it's highlighted in red? Like if I toggle to the one to the right, that means that video is selected. If I toggle back to the middle, that one's selected. If I toggle to the left, that one is selected. If I go back to the middle one, that's the one, Yucca Valley Gang Stalking. That's the video file name that I named it. As that video file is selected, I can then press the options button, which will enable me to go to the file information concerning the selected video file that was highlighted in red. Once that is selected, you can go down and scroll to so you can see the date the video file was made, December 11th, 2012 at 5:05 p.m. Going back to the camera album, to the highlighted selected video file that's titled Yucca Valley Gang Stalking. Then you got the play key, which is this key right here in the middle. Okay, that's why play is said right there in the middle. Same file is still selected. Once I press the play key, it'll say, do you want sound played with this? I'll select yes. Then you'll hear these individuals on a bus route in Yucca Valley, California, Landers bus route, saying gang stalking.
Oh, look at that car right there. cute.
Where are you looking?
To the left, it just turns.
No.
Those little French cars. No? Cheese.
In my house, you know.
Your first child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully my homie tries.
Don't take the whole thing. The first one, the rough is going to hold it.
She's a pretty good dog. She never cries.
I'm going to go hang it up. I think it's in my,
She's already talking.
I'm going to take my
Gang of stalking.
American flag out there. Little guy. Take it out. I'm going to hang it in the window and I'm going to go. I wish I did even three. Oh, yeah. We'll get rich. Oh, yeah, that might work. No, it's American flag.
You know, I'm going to be really mad if you stopped right here, because we could have... Yeah, we are.
They say in 15 years when you put an RFID chip on.
Okay, now you can see that's the Yucca Valley gang stalking. That's the audio file right there. Now I'm going to stop it and press play again so you can hear it again. The men in the back, the men in the background on the bus are saying gang stalk. Then they also say oh my god, and then a woman flat out says gang stalking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that car right there. So cute.
Where are you looking?
To the left, it just turns.
No.
Those little French cars. No? Cheese.
In my house, you know.
Your first child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully my homie tries.
Don't take the whole thing. The first one, the rough is going to hold it.
She's a pretty good dog. She never cries.
I'm going to go hang it up. I think it's in my,
She's already talking.
I'm going to take my American flag.
Okay, and that's what these bums are saying on the street on this audio file. Okay, now again, one of the individuals that played a role in this event is directly connected to this hiking area. Directly connected to it. And what these little filthy criminal sewer rats are doing is basically doing nothing but harassing me from a distance by saying gang stalking. And you know what they did? They set up a hiking area. Hang on a second, I'm going to show you something in a minute. They set up a hiking area about 100 feet away from mine. Okay, let me show you. They're skanked out, filthy hiking areas about 100 feet away from mine. You wouldn't believe the way they got it all littered up. Okay, and then from their hiking area, they cleared out a ledge. Okay, and the beginning of the ledge goes from their hiking area all the way over to right on the other side of that black weatherization sheet. That's why I had to put the black weatherization sheet up. Okay. And basically what they do is they walk from their hiking area to the edge of that ledge. That they even raked all the brushing away from it so they could create the ledge, so they could bring themselves closer to my hiking area, so they can say gang stalk. For me to hear non-stop, laugh about it as they're doing it. That's right. Now you can go to YouTube right now and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. And you'll see a targeted individual from Santa Cruz, California being covered on the news as a result of him being a target of gang stalking. You'll literally see that the neighbors are involved in the gang stalking of him. He states that he's harassed everywhere he goes, and he states that these guys have even went as far as getting up on the roof of his home. That's right, to harass him. That's right, and the guy even ended up having to move, and recently I discovered that the guy ended up homeless. That's right. Now, when you look at this, when you look at how these little filthy sewer rats, think about it. I just showed you off this cell phone an audio file of a video that was taken while I was on the Landers bus in Yucca Valley, California. Yucca Valley is 167 miles away from where I live at. Now, you just heard the audio file of these two little filthy sewer rats saying gang stalking as they're harassing me. Alright, that event. Oh, hang on a second.
Following took place on Thanksgiving Day. One of the individuals involved in this event is directly connected to GILL ×2. I'm a woman, not a man. HA location. And this individual has been used on at least anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions concerning overt and at times direct harassment. Do you hear these guys
let me ask you a question. You just got done hearing a cell phone video of the same exact method happening around me on a Yucca Valley Landers bus route in Yucca Valley, California, 167 miles away from La Jolla. La Jolla is in San Diego County. So how did they know I went to Yucca Valley? Now, let's take another look at this. Can you imagine being a victim? When you're a victim of gang stalking, you are a victim of some of the most heinous crimes. Hang on a second, let me set this down. When you're a victim of gang stalking, you're a victim of some of the most heinous crimes that your mind can conceive and cannot conceive, including rape. That's right. That's right. Every single bit of what I am experiencing on a daily basis everywhere I go, which includes events that bring about me being arrested, events that bring about the police using these events to make it appear that I'm crazy so they can petition me in the county mental health. All of this is happening to me because of gang stalking. So when you look at these evidences showing that I'm being gang stalked, and then you sit back in your chair or wherever you're sitting at and you think to yourself, why won't the police make a police report concerning this? And then why would they turn around and arrest me or petition me in the county mental health or area neighborhood hospital? Insurance fraud. Are they involved in it? Is this organized crime in the system? Go to YouTube right now and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. The individual that you see assaulting me on that bus had engaged in gang stalking on that same bus route on prior occasions on that bus route and 5 minutes before the assault occurred. That's why they sent me a video that's only 2 minutes long without no audio as well. Now, when you bring that YouTube video up, look at everything that's in the description of that YouTube video. You'll literally see a blog. Click on it. That's right. Down towards the bottom of what's in the description of that YouTube video. Once you bring up that blog, you'll see within the blog a little word that's titled Assault 11. It's attached. It is a attached PDF link. Click on it. And then once you do, you'll be able to bring up a printed out and scanned email file showing that I predicted that assault 11 days before it occurred. That's right. Now, what else do you notice in that email prediction? You notice me stating that there's a great likelihood I'd be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. 11 days later, I'm brutally assaulted on public transportation. Because the prediction occurred on September 29, 2011, the assault occurred on October 10th, 2011. But it also states there's a great likelihood I'll be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. This harassment you're hearing right now is a direct result of one of these individuals who is, there's two guys, okay? And one of these two guys is directly connected to this area, who harasses me from a distance practically every night. Hang on a second. By them yelling gang stalking from a distance. That's right. Now, this is me being harassed by him and another one of his friends on a sidewalk as I'm riding my bike on that sidewalk. In the email prediction I made in 2011, it states there's a great likelihood I'll be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. The assault on the MTS bus occurred 11 days later. This event occurred on November 28th, Thanksgiving 2013, as I'm riding my bike, and then I had to get off of it as a result of running into with them. I didn't collide into him, I ran into him. Okay, they appeared on the sidewalk I was riding my bike on. But the email states, will I be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation? Once they appeared on the scene, I had to get off my bike and walk it. And listen to how they're threatening to assault me. And listen to how they're saying gang stalking as it is occurring. You hear that little screech noise? That's my bike brakes. Yeah, I had to get off my bike because they almost surrounded me. Now, As they're threatening me, they're saying gang stalk. Then they say gang stalking, then they say gang is stalking, I'm gonna F you up. Okay? Just listen. Okay, so then all you gotta do is ask yourself this question. Why won't the San Diego police make a police report? Why? Go to Google and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes How MTS Assault Video is Altered." You can YouTube that as well. In my possession right now, I have over 800 separate audio files of individuals getting around me on a daily basis saying gang stalking everywhere I go, non-stop. Now, we're going to see if any event transpires at this specific code-numbered location that I'm getting ready to verbalize. 2018-1515-142613-247-239. That coded number is directly concerning and related to a specific HA location that is described in a HA location predicted email concerning what could happen at that specific location. The numbers relating to the code that describes that location is literally described in an email file predicting, let's see, what will happen at that HA location. Now, one of the individuals, again, that is on this audio file that you just heard of them saying gang stalk, gang stalking, gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up, is one of those individuals directly connected to this location, who sets up a hiking area 100 feet away from mine, who yelled gang stalking from a distance. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Today I'm spending the day at this particular area. And as soon as I get done making this video, I'll be stepping outside of my tent in order to gather my laundry together, to filter through it, because I'm going to be doing my laundry on 2 separate dates, which means I'm going to be portioning it out in order to be able to bag up what I'm going to take the first time I go to do it, and then the second set of laundry I'm going to be taking on the next day, which means that I got to get outside my tent to get into the areas where my property is hidden at out of sight. If anybody approaches me and or just walks by me, whether they say anything or not, as I am doing this, one of the methods of gang stalking is to anchor fear in your mind that seat fear in your mind that something's going to happen to you or your property. Why do you think he's saying gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up? Because he wants me to be fearful that I'm going to be assaulted because of gang stalking. That's their way to anchor fear that I'm going to be assaulted because of gang stalking. Another thing they do is, for months on end before this event transpired, listen to this, months on end before this event transpired on a sidewalk, okay, that's right, on Thanksgiving Day 2013, right up the street from UCSD, months and months before this event occurred, I was making video files at this location, okay, stating that individuals were getting up on the sidewalk as they rode their bikes by and saying, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal our stuff? Then on two separate dates, 2 separate UCSD students walked by me and said, gang stalker, why don't you go and steal our stuff? Then these criminal whores, from a distance that they set up, they say it as well. Now, as far as these 2 individuals say gang stalking along my route that day and threatening me on Thanksgiving Day, right now in my possession, I have over 800 separate audio files of individuals getting around me everywhere I go and saying gang stalking. Everywhere I go. Okay? Now think about this. That's identical harassment everywhere I go. So, if the bicyclists they put up on the sidewalk say, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal our stuff, then 2 separate UCSD students walked by me and said, gang stalker, why don't you go and steal our stuff, then these little criminal whores they set up 100 feet away yell gang stalking, and then periodically they say, gang stalker, why don't you call the cops on her, or gang stalker, why don't you steal our stuff. That is done to anchor fear that my property will be stolen because of gang stalking, just like he's saying gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. So what is that? What is that? What did you just hear? You just heard a threat directly associated to gang stalking. Just like I was already previously saying for months on end, and a huge amount of videos that were uploaded before this event occurred, that they were getting up on the sidewalk and saying, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? He just said, gang stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Alright, is that event?
Okay? You literally just heard him say, gang is stalking, I'm gonna F you up. And I was already making and publishing videos online months on numerous dates before this event occurred, that they were getting up on the sidewalk and saying, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? He says, gang stalking, I'm gonna F you up. Threats directly connected to gang stalking. That's why they're saying the threat and then saying the word gang stalking, because they want you to know that these threats are happening because of gang stalking. So that actually, even this event, in reference to the method they used, proves what I was stating in those other videos, that they were getting up on the sidewalk and saying, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? Okay? What do you hear this guy saying? Gang stalking, I'm gonna F you up. Gang stalking, I'll F you up. That's a threat. While he's saying gang stalking. I was already making videos online and putting them online months before this happened, stating that people were getting up on the sidewalk and saying, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? That's a threat too, associated with the word gang stalking. Now, I don't know about you, sweet peas, but come on. Anybody with 2 brain cells would be able to deduce that this was a method that was already being utilized around me, because think about this. If I was already uploading videos, numerous videos, on numerous dates, me saying that this was happening towards me here and at UCSD, and then I catch it on a street, right up the street from UCSD, okay, and possibly right up the street from a coded, numbered location, and then this event transpires and he's threatening me as he's saying gang stalking. What am I, like, able to predict the past and the future? And then catch it by a third party? I don't think so. Now, why did they anchor fear that your property is going to get stolen? Or why did they anchor fear that they're going to call the cops? For one, why are they saying that? They're not supposed to be hiking either. For two, anchoring fear that your property be stolen is their way to anchor the idea in your mind that your property be stolen in order to keep you mentally preoccupied and worried about it every day. That would be like if you bought a security system for your home or your garage, and then your neighborhood starts getting bad, okay? And say when I get outside in my tent on any date, no matter what time it is during the day or night or evening, and I'm getting my property out from where it's hidden at, if they walk by me, that would be just like a known criminal from the neighborhood walking by you when you go to put your security code in your home alarm or your garage alarm. Same concept. Through the observation of a target, what they do is watch and listen to what a target's doing, including even using my cell phone as a microphone. That's right. Why do you think, like, when I'm listening to my radio in my tent, I'll listen to it, and then they'll start yelling so I can't even enjoy this in peace. As soon as I turn it off, they stop, because the manager of this expedition tells them what to do and how to do it, and he knows I'm wearing a tape recorder. So they don't want their yelling to be caught on this, so they wait and do it once this is turned on, and they're able to ascertain when this is turned on by using my cell phone as a microphone. Go to YouTube and type in cell phone hacking. Just do it. Just do it, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. It's nothing but synchronized, crafted harassment that is designed and brought about from surveillance. That's right. While them leaving no evidence, even though they were stupid enough to give me this evidence on Thanksgiving Day. And by the way, thanks for giving it to me. Thanksgiving. I appreciate it. Now, let's see if any event transpires at this location. At this location, including, see, if they walk by me on any date when I'm hiding the property or getting out from where it's hidden from, that would be like a criminal walking up to you as you're putting your security code in your home alarm system or your garage alarm system. They figure out the code. They then would know how to get into your garage or home and steal your stuff. If they walk by me when I'm getting my property out from where it's hidden at, they believe that that will anchor the notion in my mind that now it's going to be stolen because they know where it's hidden at. Just like they would know when what your home security code is for your alarm system. These are the schemes of literal gang stalking. That's right. All of it achieved through the observation of what a target's doing. Let me tell you something. I don't go as far as engaging in cyber surveillance of a target. Do you honestly, what do you think that is? That's watching what the target's doing. If they're hacking into a target's cell phone to use it as a microphone, that's in order to listen to what a target's doing. So they can then craft the harassment that will bring about the anchored threats. That's right. I'm getting property up from where it's hidden. They walk by me and see where it's hidden at as a result of walking by me. That in turn will keep me mentally preoccupied about when is it going to be stolen now, in order to keep me mentally preoccupied with the fact this crime's happening to me on a daily basis, to mentally wear me out, to stress me out concerning it, because mental deterioration and attempting to cause a mental collapse and a physical collapse and an emotional collapse is a method of gang stalking. Alright, I gotta go. Today's date, I've already showed you what today's date is in reference to this phone. So we're gonna see, and also landlords and property owners are brought in these expeditions. I already know they know where I'm living at. How do you think they're getting up on the sidewalk and saying gang stalking as they go by? They gotta know I'm here in order to do that. That's right. That's right, baby cakes. So, if the organized crime member that's in the system that's syndicated to these crimes, the perpetration of them, do they have a power position in the community to be able to connect with another individual in the system that can look up who pays the tax identification for this location and then collude with that property owner? Now you can go to Google right now and type in landlords and property owners and gang stalking, and look at how many Google generated responses you'll get, and then look at the blogs that come up. How do you think the homelessness is created of a target?
Say a command.
Not just through mail theft and mail delayment. Hang on. Not just through mail theft and mail delayment or rent, but also by getting landlords and property owners on board, which tells you that's a method they're already using.
December 18th, Wednesday, 1:42 p.m. Say a command.
And I'm predicting it right now. Let's see if on any date any problems happen at this specific location. Does this specific location have to do with a coded number? That's right. That's mentioned on previous audio files and in an email file. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I got to start my day today, and we're going to see if any event transpires here. Alright, thank you for listening. And that includes the theft of any of my property, a trespass notice put on this tent, the theft of any of my property when I'm away from it, or a physical altercation that happens between me and anybody. And these criminal whores who are perpetrating this criminality, they'll use anybody. Neighbors, landscape workers, handymen, children. Go to Google and type in gang stalking and children, the elderly, the disabled, veterans. They'll use anybody and everybody they can use in order to assist them in a cooperating tag teaming event that they bring about against a targeted individual that is achieved through the stalking of an individual. I appreciate you listening, and have a nice day.